So, where did we stop?
जिस कथा हम लोग श्रवण कर रहे थे,
So we were listening about
दूसरे अध्याय में हम लोग श्रवण कर रहे थे। वहाँ तक पढ़ा था समुद्र मंथन की लीला कथा। समुद्र मंथन
so about how the milk ocean was churned, and then after that, how Swami Bhagavan manifested the form of Mohini,
देवताओं के जो है अमृत
and he fed the nectar to the demigods,
असुरों के
and he
वंचना कर
cheated the demons.
कारण क्या था?
So, why did Bhagavan cheat the demons? What was the reason that Bhagavan cheated the demons?
देवता लोग भगवान के चरण में शरणागत थे।
Because the demigods, they were surrendered to the feet of Bhagavan.
भगवान के ऊपर शरणागत नहीं था।
But the demons,
के ऊपर शरणागत नहीं था।
they were not surrendered to Lord.
एक नाम है क्या? शरणागत।
One of the names of Lord is Sharanagata Palak. Takes care of those who are surrendered to him.
भगवान भगवान के चरण में जो शरण ले
So if you take shelter in the feet of Bhagavan,
उसकी पालन करते हैं, पोषण करते
Bhagavan will take care of you for sure.
हैं। और जो भगवान के चरण में शरण नहीं लेते,
Those who don't take shelter of the feet of Bhagavan,
तो भगवान उसके क्या कर देते हैं?
Bhagavan
नेग्लेक्ट कर देते
neglects them.
हैं। उसी प्रकार देवता लोग भगवान के चरण में शरण ले लेते हैं।
So the demigods, they take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord. Whenever some problem comes,
उनकी पक्ष लेकर के ही उनके सारे विपत्ति आपत्ति
so Bhagavan takes,
दुख कष्ट के क्या करते हैं? समाधान करते हैं।
solves all their problems. Do you understand?
और असुर लोग
But the demons,
भगवान के शरणागत तो बहुत दूर की बात है,
what to speak of surrendering to Lord?
उनकी मानते ही नहीं
They don't even believe in God.
है। आगे की कथा हम श्रवण कर रहे थे। काल काल में देवता लोग जब गुरु के चरण में थोड़ा बहुत अपराध कर लेते हैं,
But when the demigods, they perform some offense to the lotus feet of their guru,
तब देवताओं के बल जो है वो क्षीण हो जाता
then the demigods, they lose a bit of their strength.
है, कम हो जाता है।
They become weaker.
शुक्राचार्य
So in this moment, Shukracharya, or I mean the guru of the demons,
होकर के असुर लोग देवताओं के
so
ऊपर
the demons, they are inspired by their guru and they attack the demigods in this moment.
और स्वर्ग राज्य के ऊपर
And then in this way,
स्वर्ग राज्य छीन लेते हैं।
the demons, they snatch or take away
पर तात्पर्य दिखा
the Swarga kingdom.
अपराध होने के
The meaning is that if you commit offense to the feet of your guru,
में अनेकों प्रकार काम क्रोध
many kinds of lust and anger
वासना
and material desires will come in the heart of the living entity
है,
and will contaminate your heart.
यही दिखाते जा रहे हैं।
This is the meaning.
बार बार स्वर्ग
So why again and again the demigods,
हो
they
जाते हैं?
lose the
कारण एक ही है
kingdom of Swarga? Only one reason.
भी कभी कभी
Because the demigods sometimes,
सप्तग और रजोगुण के द्वारा
they are influenced by Sat,
मोहित हो
like the
जाते
Raj and Tamaguna,
हो
or
जाते हैं।
anyway the modes of nature,
देव के
and then they commit some offense to the lotus feet of their Gurudev.
इसलिए उस समय
And so in this moment,
असुर लोग
the
आक्रमण
demons,
करते
they attack.
हैं। आया समझे?
Understand?
क्योंकि गुरु के द्वारा ही
Because
हम रक्षित होते हैं।
we are protected by the Guru.
We are protected by Guru।
We are protected by the Guru.
जब गुरुदेव के चरण में हम अपराध कर
So if you commit offense to the lotus feet of Guru, if you criticize a Guru, if you're against your Guru somehow, speak something against him or think something against him, then all your potency will be destroyed. Your bhajan, sadhan, everything is destroyed.
इसलिए शास्त्र में कहा गया,
So Shastra explains,
अचला भक्ति होनी चाहिए।
you should have unflinchable bhakti to the feet of your Guru. Achala bhakti, achala like not moving,
अचला
unflinching.
भक्ति होनी चाहिए। चल भक्ति होता है, अचल भक्ति होता है।
So there's chala bhakti and achala bhakti. Chala means something Achal, something unflinching.
फिक्स्ड हो जाता है।
Chal means something which is moving. Achal, not moving, like unflinching, like inabalable, like it's something unflinching faith.
असुर लोग से कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं।
So, but when the demigods they have this unflinching bhakti to the feet of their guru, then the demons cannot affect the demigods in any way. But demigods they perform some offense to the feet of their own guru, then everything is destroyed for them. They lose their Shri. Shri means beauty,
अर्थ, जश,
money,
नेम, फेम, रेपुटेशन,
and also Jasha means their name, fame, and reputation. Everything they have slowly decreases, like diminishes, like lessens. They lose basically everything slowly.
सब नाश
In the end, everything is destroyed for them.
है। इसलिए यही लीला दिखा रहे हैं देव असुर में संग्राम क्यों बार बार क्यों होता है।
So why the demigods and the demons all the times they are fighting?
क्या श्लोक?
What is the verse?
दैव आसुर एव च है। इस संसार में दो प्रकार के व्यक्ति भाव होते हैं।
There are two kinds of people in this world.
दो प्रकार के व्यक्ति होते हैं। एक असुर भाव संपन्न
One
होता है,
person with the Asura Bhav, demoniac nature, and another with Deva Bhav, demigod nature or godly nature.
विष्णु भक्त भवे दैव आसुर तत् विपर्य दो भूतो लोके।
So in this world there are two kinds of people.
विष्णु भक्त भवे दैव आसुर तत् विपर्य है। पद्म पुराण
This is a verse of Padma Puran and also Bhagavad Gita. This verse is present, almost the same verse in Bhagavad Gita and also in the Bhagavatam. Oi! Bhagavad Gita and Padma Puran. Sorry. So this look explains.
दो प्रकार के
There are two kinds of people in this world. There are two kinds of people in this world.
है असुर भाव संपन्न
One person with the demoniac nature and another with godly nature.
है। इसीलिए दो भूत स्वर्ग के उसमें दैव आसुर ये बचा। विष्णु भक्त भवे दैव, जो भगवान विष्णु के जो विश्वास करके रखते हैं।
So those who believe in God Vishnu, those who have faith in God, in the faith of Guru and God, those who have this faith,
उसी के देवता कहा जाता है।
they are called demigods.
है? और जो इसके विपरीत जो होता है उसको कहा जाता है असुर कहा जाता है।
And those who are not,
है?
those who don't have the faith, this faith, they are called demons.
इसलिए जीव जब गुरु के जन्म में अपराध कर देता है असुर बन जाता है वो।
So when the jiva has
कुछ नहीं
of do some offense
actual
to the feet of the guru, then the jiva becomes a demon. So this name like Asura or God, like Deva, like demigod or demon. What is it? What is this definition? What is it actually? So Hindi.
चार हाथ चार पैर नहीं होते।
It's not like a demon. Some person has 4 hands or 4 legs. I'm sorry. When the Hindi is freezing up, I don't know what to do.
होता है क्या?
So what happens?
विचार से सब।
So everything depends on the.
में ज्यादा दिखाई पड़ता रहा है। एक दिन गुरु भक्ति दिखाता है, दूसरे दिन
So one day you show so much Guru Bhakti,
पीला पी लेते हैं भाषण
and the next day you're smoking marijuana. Foolish.
है। अपराध के फल से हो जाता है ना।
Fruit of offenses.
हृदय में दुर्भावना क्यों आ जाता
So why these bad moods come in the heart?
है? चरण में अपराध
Because of offense to the lotus feet of Guru.
ये भयंकर अपराध हो जाता है। गुरु के चरण में भयंकर अपराध हो जाने पर चित्त डमाडोल हो जाता है।
Because of the offense to the lotus feet of Guru, then your heart is disturbed.
इसलिए कहते हैं
Your mind is disturbed.
चित्त दे करिया आर न करिह मने आशा निताई पद कमल कोटि चंद्र सुशीतल ये छायाय विराज है। निताई जन नित्यानंद भजन गुरु तत्व नित्यानंद प्रभु के चरण कमल को अत्यंत दृढ़ करके
So if so much strength, you should take shelter of lotus feet of Guru.
है। निताई पद धर दुखानी दृढ़ करी धर दुखानी दृढ़ करी माने वेरी टाइटली
Dida Kori means very tightly.
गुरुदेव हैं?
Hold the lotus feet of Gurudev.
दृढ़ करी धर निताई पद। जब जब देखोगे गुरु के चरण में अपराध होने के साथ ही साथ
So when you do offense
आ जाएगा,
to the Guru, at the same time immediately so many bad
कंसेप्शन आ जाएगा,
conceptions come.
दुर्भावना आ जाएगा। आ समझिए। और उससे काम क्रोध आदि आकर
Then lust and anger will come
दूषित कर
and will contaminate your heart.
दे। तब डिप्रेशन डिप्रेशन आ जाएगा।
then depression also comes.
डिप्रेशन आने से फिर
So
गांजा भांग पी लेते
when you're feeling depression, then you stupid, then go for stupid nonsense and smoking marijuana and other bad things. But the root of everything is offense to the lotus feet of Guru. So be careful not to
हैं।
do offense to the lotus feet of your Guru.
जरूरी
This is something very important in the path of bhakti.
तीवा क्या है, जरूरी है, इज वेरी एसेंशियल।
This is very essential in our spiritual life.
टाइट, you have to hold the tightly lotus feet of Gurudev. गुरुदेव के चरणों में
How to hold tightly to the lotus feet of Gurudev.
अपराध मत करो,
Don't
समालोचना मत करो।
criticize Guru, never offend Guru,
ये देवता लोग क्या करते
make offense towards Guru. So the demigods sometimes
हैं के प्रति अवज्ञा कर देते हैं,
they dishonor Brihaspati. So this is a dishonor to Guru.
है ना। अपराध में थर्ड अपराध क्या है?
So the third nama parada is to dishonor to Guru.
फर्स्ट शतांग निंदा, देन
First Sataninda, then
शिव आदि देवता की कृष्ण के साथ समत्व बुद्धि करना। थर्ड गुरु।
think Shiva and Krishna are same level,
तो आइए कथा में
and then to dishonor to Guru.
कभी कभी बृहस्पति के चरण में
So the demigods sometimes they commit some offense to the lotus feet of Brihaspati,
उनके सब
and as a fruit of that,
क्षीण
they lose all their strength they missing, like lessening. So in these moments,
गुरु शुक्राचार्य, शुक्राचार्य
so the Shukracharya, the Guru of the
वो
gods,
शिष्य के उत्साह दे जाओ, इस समय स्वर्ग राज्य आक्रमण करो, इसे तुम्हारे
they say, he says, okay, now attack Swarga, then you'll be successful. He tells the demons like this.
गुरु बल ही केवलम।
So Guru Balahi Kebalam.
बार बार ये मंत्र पढ़ाते
So we every day always
हैं। नमोलम
we read one mantra verse. Which one?
पदम मंत्र मूलम गुरु वाक्यम मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा। मंत्र जप करते हो नहीं
Do you chant this mantra or not?
है? ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम, मंत्र मूलम गुरु वाक्यम मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा। याद है किसको याद है?
Who knows this mantra by heart? Fala.
हैं?
Speak.
You don't know this verse?
I don't know this verse. You don't know this verse?
Brazil devotee सब जानते हैं।
The Brazil devotees, they all know this verse, Brazilian devotees. Dhyanamulam Guru Murti Pujamulam Guru Padyam Mantramulam Guru Vakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa.
ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, समस्त प्रकार जितने भी ध्यान,
So all
प्रकार ध्यान की
the root of all kinds of meditations is
गुरु मूर्ति, गुरु पूजा।
the form of Guru and the worship to Guru.
All kinds of meditation, that is called the worship, that is called the meditation of Guru. ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम, the source of all kinds of puja, worship, the original worship to lotus feet of Gurudev. ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम। मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा, the source of all kinds of liberation, that is called Guru Kripa, the mercy of Guru. याद रखना।
So remember this verse.
ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम, मंत्र मूलम गुरु वाक्यम, the source of all kinds of मंत्र, that is called गुरु वाक्य। मंत्र क्या है? गुरुदेव जो बोलते हैं वही स्वतः सिद्ध
Mantra is whatever Gurudev says is Swatasiddha mantra, self-manifested mantra.
ध्यान मूलम गुरु मूर्ति, पूजा मूलम गुरु पदम, मंत्र मूलम गुरु वाक्यम, मोक्ष मूलम गुरु कृपा। अच्छा, इसलिए देवता लोग कभी कभी अपने गुरु बृहस्पति के चरण
So the demigods sometimes they commit offense to the lotus feet of their Guru Brihaspati,
शक्तियां क्या हो जाती है?
and as a fruit of that, they try to lose their strength.
उसी समय
They become weaker.
असुर लोग
So in this moment, exact moment, then the demons attack and try to conquer the Swarga kingdom,
और उनको स्वर्गलोक से सबको
and the demons, they kick out the demigods from Swarga.
they kicked out everyone from the heaven, स्वर्गलोक से सब भगा दिए।
Demons kick out everyone from heaven because they win in the fight.
समस्त कहते जा रहे दो भूतो सर्वलोकेस्मिन् दैव आसुरः विष्णु भक्त भवेत् दैव आसुरस्तद्विपर्य। तो अभी क्या हुई, महाराज बलि की स्वर्ग पर विजय का तैयार है।
So Maharaj Bali, he won the kingdom of Swarga.
बलेर पदत्रयं भूमिं कस्मात्
What is chapter? Which chapter? Sorry.
कृपा न वल्लभादो ओपि भवन्दप्तमं एतदिशतो मिच्छामो महतो
Chapter 15? Is this true? Chapter 15?
चरस्य पूर्णस्य बन्धनं चापरनागर नागसः। राजा परीक्षित ने कहा, हे भगवान,
Chapter 15. Maharaj Parikshit inquired, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the proprietor of everything. Why did he beg 3 paces of land from Bali Maharaj like a poor man? And when he got the gift for which he had begged, why did he nonetheless arrest Bali Maharaj? I am very much anxious to know the mystery of these contradictions.
परम के क्योंकि पूर्ण परमेश्वर का मांगना अर्थात निरपराध बलि का बंधन, ये दोनों
Hand is freezing up.
बड़ी आश्चर्य की बात है, ये भगवान वामन देव
So Bhagavan Vamanadeva,
राजपास में क्यों बांध दिया
why did he bind?
और क्यों उनके सर्वस्व वस्तु को हरण कर लिया?
Why did he take everything away from Bali Maharaj? I want to know that.
श्रील सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने कहा, हे महाराज, विद्या से पुनर्जीवित कर
And why did he arrest Bali Maharaj with the snakes?
संजीवनी मंत्र था।
So Shukracharya, he had this Sanjivani mantra. With the Sanjivani mantra, Shukracharya could
असुर शिष्य को क्या कर देते थे?
make all his demon disciples come back to life. Do you understand?
इसलिए इस कथा प्रसंग आगे जाकर के वर्णन करेंगे।
So in the context of this katha, the story of Kach.
कच्छ सहित बुद्ध के पुत्र था कच्छ।
Kach, he was the son of Gurudev told, I lost the name. So
इससे सीख लेते हो इससे।
Kach thought, I will learn this mantra, Samjivani mantra, resurrection mantra from Shukracharya. But Shukracharya was the guru of the demon, and Kach, he was in the side of the demigods.
के पास कैसे वो सीखेंगे?
So how would he learn the Samjivani resurrection mantra from Shukracharya?
कच्छ ने क्या किया?
One day, what did the Kach do?
सुंदर बालक रूप धारण करके
He manifested a beautiful form
के विद्यालय में आ
of a boy, and he came to the school of Shukracharya, and then he told,
महाराज, मुझे अपने विद्यालय
Maharaj,
भर्ती कर लीजिए, आपके पास मैं पढ़ना चाहता
I want to study in your school, please accept me as a student. Shukracharya, he understood, oh, this boy is belong to the demigods.
हूँ। है ना,
So just by seeing, you can understand who the person is.
उनके रूप यौवन सुंदर
Shukracharya saw his beautiful form, his youthfulness, so he realized,
अभी किसी प्रकार से जी
like a prince, even a prince can be in disguise, but everybody will understand he's a prince.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
So in the same way,
शुक्राचार्य जब
Shukracharya, he got to know, he realized.
कहा गया,
But still, the Shastra explains that
कोई विद्या अध्ययन
if any person comes to learn something,
भेद भावना रखना नहीं चाहिए।
you should never discriminate amongst those who are willing to study.
करने के स्कूल में जा
Like in the school, those who are willing to study in the school, the students, you should never discriminate them from each other. Like you have to give knowledge to everyone.
में कहा
It's a rule in the Shastra.
कि विद्या नहीं हो, विद्याहीन सब
Because without vidya, knowledge, the life is useless.
व्यक्ति के जन्म क्या है? व्यर्थ।
The life of someone who has no knowledge is useless.
आज
Do you understand?
क्या
Shastra explains.
सबसे बड़ी दान क्या है? विद्या दान भी कहा जाता है।
Topmost donation is donation of knowledge.
स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा विद्वानो सर्वत्र पूज्यते। विद्वतंच नहीं विद्वतंच निपतंच नैव तुल्यं कदाचन। राजा के साथ विद्या के साथ कभी तुलना करना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा। राजा
So the king is worshipable only in his own kingdom.
वो भी बाहुबल रहे तो
Because if he has the power, you know, the strength, you know, like
जिसके लाठी
arm power, like
भैंस
he has the power to control, you know.
की यदि बल रहे
If the king has power, then the king will
सभी प्रजा के वो
control all the subjects.
है। जैसे कंस
Like Kamsa, for example,
सबको वशीभूत करके रखे।
he would control everyone and keep everybody under his control. Even Ugrasen, being the king, he couldn't do anything because he was not powerful. He was already old.
स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा।
So the king is only worshipable in his own country.
इसमें अपने
The king will be worshipable in his own country.
पूजा प्राप्त करते हैं। अब विद्वान सर्वत्र, विद्वान व्यक्ति कहीं भी चले जाए
But the knowledgeable person, he can go anywhere
आदर करते हैं।
and everybody will honor him.
स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा विद्वान सर्वत्र पूज्यते। विद्वतंच निपतंच नैव तुल्यं कदाचन। स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा विद्वान सर्वत्र पूज्यते। इसलिए सभीयों के क्या करना चाहिए? ज्ञान दान करना चाहिए।
Everybody should give donation of knowledge.
श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम। कोई श्रद्धा के लेकर
If somebody comes with faith
पास ज्ञान लेना चाहिए,
unto you and they want to learn something,
आप उसके
you should
देना चाहिए,
give that knowledge to the person.
मुंह होना नहीं चाहिए। ये नहीं
You should not make any kind of discrimination. Oh, you're not a Brahmana, you're a Kshatriya, you're the son of a demon. No.
इस प्रकार डॉक्टर के पास
Just like a poor person or a rich person, if anyone comes to a doctor, the doctor will treat everyone.
समान रूप से
In an equal way, the doctor will give medicine or prescription or take care of everyone.
नहीं
If the doctor says, no, this person from a low caste, I won't treat him because he's from a low caste, or no, this person from a rich class, or hey, this person is poor, this person is from a high caste.
डॉक्टर भी
No.
कभी ये नहीं करते, क्या बोले, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन नहीं करते।
So the doctor will never do discrimination, like will never discriminate in this way. So Shukracharya thought, okay, come on, no problem.
आए हैं विद्या
He has come to me to learn, right? So okay,
विद्या दिया जाए,
I'll give, knowledge will be given to him.
ये सब विद्या दे दिया जाए।
But I'll not give all the knowledge, like everything.
योग्य होने पर उसे विद्या दिया जाए।
If the person is qualified, then we give all the knowledge. Otherwise, you give just general knowledge, no problem.
इसलिए कथा प्रसंग इस प्रकार आ गया। शुक्राचार्य को पहचान
So
लिया, समझ में
Shukracharya, he realized, he understood, oh,
था कि
this Kach,
देवपुत्र है।
he's the son of a gods, demigods, Kach.
आज देखने में बहुत सुंदर था,
So Kach was very pretty, handsome and attractive.
वो मोटे छोटे,
He was like very strong,
शरीर बहुत
muscles, how to say, muscle body, no, how to say, like strong body. Many muscles and beautiful, handsome, attractive.
के बेटी, लड़ली बेटी
One day, the very dear daughter of Shukracharya, what is her name?
देवजानी,
Debjani. She came.
देवजानी स्कूल में आई थी
She came to the school of her father,
साथ,
with her father.
और कच को देखते ही
She saw Kach and immediately she became completely
देवता तो है ही, देव बालक तो है ही,
enchanted. Because yes, he was the son of a god, demigod. So
जानी ने देख करके आकृष्ट हुई।
Devjani saw him and she was so attracted towards him.
प्रकार से वो
She thought somehow or another I must marry him.
ये विचार कर लिया।
So she thought like this.
इसलिए ये
Then
दोनों
she had a thought, I must marry him. So then hiddenly they both started to meet each other, to have an affair.
और ऐसे कर दो। अच्छा,
Okay.
एक दिन
Once
देवजानी ने अपने कहा,
Devjani told to Kach,
स्नेह मैं प्रीति करता हूँ,
Kach, I love you.
तुम्हारे साथ मैं
I wanna
शादी करना चाहता
get married to you.
हूँ। तो कच कहने लगे, देखो,
Kach
विद्या
told,
अध्ययन करने के लिए यदि विद्या में
I came to learn here.
तब
So
शादी
if I get the knowledge I want, then I'll marry you.
जो सिद्धि हो तो ले ले।
If I get what I want here, then I'll marry. Okay, what do you want?
ये मेरा एकमात्र लक्ष्य
I
है
only have one goal, he told.
जी
I want to learn from your father.
इनके पिताजी का नाम
Name of father of Devjani, Shukracharya.
इसको बंद कर दो
Turn it off.
खोल दो ना नीचे से
Not open. No.
ये खोल टेक आउट दिस नहीं हाँ क्या बोला
What I was saying?
यदि मुझे यदि संजीवनी मंत्र मृत व्यक्ति की जो जीवित कर दे ऐसे संजीवनी मंत्र मुझे प्राप्ति हो जाए
I want to get the Sanjivani mantra, resurrection mantra.
तो मैं शादी कर लूँ
Then I'll get married to you if I get this resurrection mantra.
किंतु कौच के तो मन में ये विचार है
But Koch was thinking,
ये असुर का बेटी है इसका शादी करके मेरा जीवन सुखी नहीं होगा
if I get married to the daughter of a demon, I'll never be happy in my life. Will I? No.
किंतु तथापि अपने कार्य सिद्धि के लिए
But still, just to get what he wanted, he told that he would marry her if he got the resurrection mantra.
कौच एक दिन क्या
So once Koch went to the school, he was studying, and the boys, other demon students, they understood, they realized,
समझ गए ये
they understood. Oh, Koch, he's
शत्रु है
our enemy. He's a
उन्होंने क्या कि
demigod boy.
कि एक दिन
So one day,
चले गए थे
Shukracharya had gone somewhere. He was not in the school.
उस समय सारे
So all the other demon boys,
कौच को
they
मार करके
killed Koch and they gave him away to the dog, his dead body to the dog.
मार करके बॉडी
So they killed him, cut him into pieces, and they gave him
मर गया
to the dog for the dog to eat.
देव जानी
So Devjani, when she came to the school, she saw Koch was not there anymore.
इतने पागल
She was crazy for Koch. Where is Koch? Where is Koch?
किसी प्रकार से उसके पता लगा
So somehow she got to know that Koch was now
कुत्ते के पेट में
dead and he was in the belly of the dog.
अभी क्या करें
What to do?
देव जानी पिताजी की
So Devjani came crying to her father,
बात वापस
Father, please make Koch come back.
तो देव जानी ने
Then Devjani, sorry,
शुक्राचार्य ने
Shukracharya, what did he do?
वही संजीवनी मंत्र जब
He used the resurrection mantra, Samjivani mantra. Then the Koch reappeared or
संजीवनी मंत्र की ऐसे ताकत
came back to life from the belly of the dog. So the Sanjivani mantra is so powerful that hand is freezing up.
पड़ रहे हैं थोड़ा रक्त भी पड़ रहे हैं मांस पड़ रहे हैं जिस व्यक्ति
Even if there's just a little bit of the blood of the meat of that person, even only the ashes of that person, the resurrection mantra is so powerful that you can make the person come back to life only from the ashes or a part of the body or blood or some meat of the person, some flesh of the body.
मंत्र के बल पर
So because of the resurrection mantra,
से बुला लिया
Samjivani, Devjani could come back to life. Well, amazing, nice.
फिर कच्छ के साथ फिर
So Devjani and Koch, they met each other.
उसके बाद देखा एक कच्छ देखा तो अभी तो मेरा
Koch saw.
और ये नाम देवजानी बार-बार कहने लगे कच्छ मुझे तुम शादी करो
So Devjani was insisting, Koch, get married to me.
ये तो
Koch said, but I haven't gotten the mantra yet. Give me the mantra. Which mantra?
है संजीवनी मंत्र
The Samjivani mantra. Samjivani means resurrection. Give me this mantra.
पिताजी की बात
Oh, only my father has this mantra. How will I give to you?
है तो एक दिन क्या की
Then one day,
उनकी असुर जो विद्यार्थी जो है
the students,
वहाँ कुत्ते के पेट से बाहर निकल करके आ गया
they saw, the demon students, Koch came back to life. So
विद्यार्थी जो उसे
the students, demon students, they thought, how can we kill Koch again?
की
So what did they do?
काटा
Cut Koch into small pieces, like killed him, and then they made a juice out of Koch's flesh,
आज
you know.
और बना करके
They made a juice out of his flesh, and then
शुक्राचार्य के पिला दी
they gave to Shukracharya to drink that juice.
है शुक्राचार्य मदिरा पान करते
Because Shukracharya, he drinks alcohol, so they mixed with the alcohol the flesh of Koch.
तो अभी कच्छ तो है ही नहीं
So Koch was not there anymore.
फिर देव जानी विचार करने लगे हमारे कच्छ
Devajani thought, where's my coach? Coach, coach.
कच कहाँ उसके खच 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 करने लगे।
Coach, 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 coach.
बोले कच कहाँ है?
Where's coach?
तो उन्होंने
Then
इसी प्रकार पता चला
somehow she realized,
ये कच को जो है
Devajani realized, oh,
क्या करके गई?
coach was killed by the demons, the student demons, and they made a juice out of him. And they fed my father with his juice of coach. Where's coach now? In the belly of her own father, Shukracharya.
मंत्र जप करे
So if I chant the mantra now,
इसे उनके पेट से तो कब जाए
then coach will come from the belly of my father and my father will die.
तो अभी विचार करें क्या कीजिए
So she was thinking what to do.
पिताजी मुझे कच को
Devajani was saying, Father, give me coach, I cannot live without him.
और ये देवजानी जो है शुक्राचार्य के बहुत लाडली
And Devjani was the very dear, darling daughter of Shukracharya, you know. So she was insisting, I cannot live without him, I can't live without him. Father, give me coach, coach, I want coach.
बोले अच्छा ये काम
Shukracharya said, okay, let's do one thing.
संजीवनी मंत्र
I will give you the Sanjivani mantra, resurrection mantra. You chant this mantra and then
पेट से कच निकाल कर
coach will come out of my belly.
फिर मेरा मित्र श्री के तुम
Then I will die, then you can
संजीवनी मंत्र तुम्हारे पास आ जाए
make me come back to life with the mantra. Okay,
तो हाँ ये हो सकता है
okay, this is good.
मैं है कि नहीं
Do you understand what happened?
अच्छा
Okay.
तो अब अभी देवजानी के पास क्या कौन सा
So Devjani now she got the
संजीवनी मंत्र
Sanjivani mantra.
है तो
So
कच का नाम लेकर जो पुकार रहे
so she was calling coach. Devjani calling him. Then coach came out from the belly of her
शुक्राचार्य के पेट में था
father.
बाहर निकल कर
He came out of his belly.
शुक्राचार्य जो मर गए
Shukracharya died.
देवजानी ने अपने
Devjani, she used the mantra and she made her father come back to life. So who got the mantra now? Devjani had the mantra also now.
इसलिए कच कहने लगे देवजानी
So coach told Devjani,
करना चाहती हूँ
if you want to marry me,
वही मंत्र
then you have to give me the mantra.
तब उन्होंने क्या की
Then she, Devjani, what did she do?
वो मंत्र
She
कच को
gave the mantra, resurrection mantra to coach.
प्राप्ति हो गया बोले
Coach got the mantra, said, oh, that's why I came here.
क्या करने लगे
So
हमारे से मुझे
coach said, actually, I will not marry you.
तुम
You are,
हैं एक तो ब्राह्मण
first, you are Brahmani.
है और दूसरी जो
Second point,
है हम देवता है तुम्हारे साथ कैसे विवाह
I am demigod. How possible I'll marry to you? Will not marry.
तुम जो मुझे ऐसे बताया तुमको मैंने कितने विपद आपत्ति में तुमको मैंने रक्षा किया कहाँ तुमको
How will I be able to?
में कुत्ता तुमको खा लिया कुत्ते के पेट से निकाला
So you put me.
पिताजी के पेट में चले गए उससे
So,
निकाला
so she was thinking, but you were in the belly of the dog. I saved you from that
स्वास्थ्य के
situation. You were in the belly of my father, and I also helped you.
आज ऐसे करके जब कच्छ
How come you don't trust me? Then
स्वर्ग राज्य की तरफ चलने लगे
Koch was going to Swarga.
कच्छ को
So-
विश्राम दे दिया
So in this moment, Devjani cursed Koch. She cursed him.
मैंने जो तुमको
कच्छ,
संजीवनी मंत्र दिया
I gave you a Sanjivani mantra,
संजीवनी मंत्र की शक्ति
but the potency of this mantra will be destroyed.
बस कच्छ तो चले गए
Koch had left,
हैं, किंतु क्या करें
but what to do?
मंत्र की संजीवनी मंत्र की शक्ति तो
The power of the Sanjivani mantra was destroyed.
है आगे की कथा तो लंबी है
So the rest of the story is very long.
ये जजाति महाराज के साथ कैसे विवाह हुई
How she married to Jajati Maharaj,
ये देवजानी
Devjani.
और क्या बोले
So Devjani had a friend called Sarmishta.
इस राजा की पुत्री
Sarmishta was the daughter of that king. What is his name?
अरे असुर के राजा जो है उनकी पुत्री थी शर्मिष्ठा
Sarmishta was the daughter of the demon king.
हाँ समझिए ये दोनों जो है बहुत अत्यंत प्रेम प्रति रखते
Sarmishta and Devjani, they were very close friends to each other.
देवजानी शर्मिष्ठा के पिताजी के नाम क्या है
What is the name of the father of Sarmishta?
हाँ समझिए तो ये दोनों सहेली थी कौन
So they were friends. Who?
निष्ठा और
Sarmishta and
जानी
Devjani.
दोनों इतने घना घोर माने मित्रता थी
So they were so much friends to each other.
मानो सगे बहन माना जाता भैया
just like they're like sisters, really, you know.
हाँ सुने तो एक दिन शर्मिष्ठा देवजानी
So one day Sarmishta and Devjani,
जल में जो है सरोवर में स्नान कर रही थी
they were bathing in the
हैं?
in a
अपने वस्त्रों की जो है
Vrisha Parva, name of father of Sarmishta.
कर रही थी
Brisha Parva.
शिव और पार्वती किसी कारण से उस
So they were bathing in a pond, and by some reason Shiva and Parvati, they were also going that direction. Seeing Shiva and Parvati, Devajani and Sarmishta, they very quickly
सरोवर से
came out of the water.
किंतु गलती से
But by mistake,
ने क्या कि
Devjani,
शर्मिष्ठा के जो है वस्त्र को पहन लिया
she wore the clothes of Sharmishta.
राजकुमारी थी
Sarmishta was a princess,
जो है थोड़ा बहुत तो चमकदारी होगी
so her clothes were like expensive and nice.
पहन लिया
So
शर्मिष्ठा जब आई देखा तो
when the Sarmishta saw that Devjani was wearing her own clothes, the clothes of Sarmishta,
भाई तू हमारे कपड़ा क्यों पहन लिया
why did you wear my clothes?
जल्दी जल्दी आकर के तू
No, because I came quickly out of the water. Just put your clothes. How many times we switch clothes, no problem.
उस समय सर
But at that time, Sarmishta, she hand is freezing up.
था हैं? हाँ विश्वकर्मा उनके पिताजी के नाम क्या था विश्वकर्मा
So Vishwa Parva, remember this name, the name of the father of
विश्वकर्मा
Sarmishta,
उनके नाम क्या बताया
and the name of the
शर्मिष्ठा है
daughter of Shukracharya was Devjani.
कपड़ा जो था शर्मिष्ठा के जो कपड़ा था
So the clothes of Sharmishta,
पिताजी उनके जन्म तिथि पर
actually,
दिए हैं
like her father had just given to her on her birthday.
सुंदर था
No, it's a very expensive, nice clothes.
नहीं मानो नहीं है
So
एक बार भी पहनी
maybe he just wore it one time,
पहनी ही नहीं है
or maybe not even yet, and her friend was already using it. So
समझ में आता है
Sharmishta didn't like it.
इसलिए उनके बहुत गुस्सा आ गया
Sharmishta became very angry when her
के क्या हो
friend used her clothes, her garments.
तू कहने लगी
Sharmishta became very upset and she said, "Oh, stupid!
मेरे कपड़े क्यों पहन लिए
Why are you wearing my clothes?"
और गाली गलौज शुरू कर
And she was like swearing her friend Devjani,
और यही होते गाली गलौज करते करते पिता माता के नाम उठा लेते हैं
even taking the name of the father and mother, like swearing with the names of mother and father.
नारी ब्राह्मण है
Your father is a brahmana. He's a beggar brahmana. You are also a beggar like your father.
कुत्ते के भांति
You're like a dog,
घर घर में डूब
going from house to house barking. Because the brahmanas, they do this, they go from house to house
पूजा के बहाने से इस घर से उस घर
with the excuse of doing puja. They're actually going from one house to another.
ये इस घर से जाकर थोड़ा दक्षिणा में
Then they go to one house, they get some donation, then go to another house, get another donation. This is the
कुत्ते जैसे दर दर दर
brahmas, they only have this to do, like a dog going from house to house just barking and trying to get some food.
प्रकार शर्मिष्ठा ने
So Sharmishta, she was insulting Devjani, calling the name of her father, means insulting, mentioning the father of Devjani.
ने कहा अरे
Devjani told, "What?
मूर्ख
Stupid!
जानते हो मेरे पिताजी
Don't you know? My father, Shukracharya.
मेरे पिताजी के कृपा पर तुम्हारे पिताजी
By the mercy of my father is that your father got the throne and he's a king. By the mercy of my father."
एक दूसरे को गाली गलौज शुरू कर दिया
So they were swearing each other, like they were insulting each other. "You're a dog. You are like a dog.
भाग में ऐसे कहाँ है राज वस्त्र परिधान करना
It's not in your fate to use the clothes of a princess.
वस्त्र को पहनी पर मानो मेरा जन्म तिथि पर
I just got a beautiful clothes,
मूल्यवान
garments from my father on my birthday, and now you're wearing my clothes, my set of clothes."
भाई दोनों में झगड़ा झाटी होने लगे
So they were just like quarreling.
काल उनके पर सिर पर चढ़ गया ना
No, time has come upon them.
छोटी बातों करते करते
So just for a small thing, they were.
सर्विष्ठा जो है बलशाली
Sarmishta was strong. She was princess, you know.
के मोटी छोटी
So she was very like strong body, and
दुख ली बकरी
Devjani was more like thin type.
इसलिए उन्होंने क्या कि
So
सर्विष्ठा ने क्या
Sarmishta, she
पकड़ करके
ho- caught Devjani and removed her clothes and threw her in a well, like in a hole, in a well, like in a hole on the floor, like some deep hole.
attempt to murder attempt
So she attempted to murder Devjani
उसके बाद क्या कर दिया कुएं में डाल दिया
and threw her on a well naked, like she threw her naked in a well. Sarmishta threw Devjani naked in a well. Then Sarmishta left, and Devjani, what to do? How will she come out?
कुएं भी बहुत नीचे भी पानी था नीचे
And the well was so deep, like very deep.
ये कर रहे थे बचाओ बचाओ बचाओ
So somehow she was screaming, "Help me, help me."
जाति महाराज
But exactly on that time, Jajati Maharaj,
होकर के जा रहे थे,
he was
कंठ सुन करके
going riding the horse, and he heard the voice of a woman, and he saw
देवजानी
that
निर्वस्त्र होकर
Devjani was naked in a well.
कोई व्यक्ति भी मरे हुए है उसको तो उठाना ही चाहिए ना,
So if somebody's in a,
वस्त्र पहने थे अथवा
whether the person is naked or not, if the person is like life threatening situation, you should help the person.
महाराज ने किया कि कुएं के पास गए,
So Jajati Maharaj went to the well, and
इसी प्रकार से उसको हाथ पकड़ कर
somehow he held her hand and could lift her up from the well.
उठा करके
Then
राजा ने उनके अपने उत्तर
the king took his utariya, like his other,
के द्वारा उनके लग
his like a cloth he had, and gave her to protect her shyness.
हैं। तो उस समय देवजानी ने कही
So Devjani,
ये देखो
she told, look,
है, आप मुझे शादी करो, जिस हाथ
now you have to marry me because you held my hand.
जजाति महाराज कहने लगे मैं
Jajati Maharaj said, I am Kshatriya.
उनकी बेटी हूँ
You are the daughter of a Brahmana.
कि मैं कैसे शादी कर सकता
How can I marry a Brahmana?
हूँ, पिताजी की पता चल जाए
If your father also gets to know,
ये भी अभिशाप दे देंगे,
your father, Shukracharya, will curse me.
मैं तुम्हें शादी नहीं करता,
I won't marry you.
बोले नहीं नहीं
No, no.
है, मुझे भाग में ऐसे मेरा प्रति एक अभिशाप है,
She said, actually, this curses were done in my fates. Which fates?
सुना रहे हैं
So this just story that I just told you about Kutch.
हैं। जे कच ने मुझे अभिशाप दिया,
Kutch had already cursed me, Devjani told Jajati.
ले जाओ तुम मुझे जैसे
Kutch had already told me, you have cursed me? That this Samjivani mantra that I just got, it won't be having its potency will be destroyed. So I'll also give you some curse. Kutch told to Devjani,
तुम्हारे साथ कभी
I give you the curse that you'll never ever marry a Brahmana. You'll marry to a
क्षत्रिय से,
to a Kshatriya. You'll marry with
हाँ समझ
you marry with a Kshatriya.
इसलिए वही कथा को सुना रही हैं। कौन
So this katha Devjani is telling to Jajati.
सुना रही है? ये जजाति महाराज
Devjani is telling telling Jajati Maharaj.
के द्वारा मैं अभिशाप
She's saying, I was cursed by
ने मुझे
Kutch.
अभिशाप दिया,
Kutch had cursed me
ये मेरा
that I would
ब्राह्मणों के साथ
not be able to marry a Brahmana,
मेरा शादी को क्या
that I would marry
है क्षत्रिय के साथ।
a Kshatriya.
और ये इस कथा मेरा पिताजी भी जानते हैं,
And my father also knew about it.
मैं पिताजी की सारी बात सुना है।
I had told this all to my father, like before I told my father already. So
देवजानी और
Devjani and
क्या बोले
Jajati Maharaj,
उस जंगल में ही
they were in the jungle, and then
से शादी कर,
they married in a Gandharva way.
फिर शुक्राचार्य के निकट जा
Then they came to Shukracharya, and Devjani told everything to her father.
कैसे शर्मिष्ठा ने उनके
How Sarmishta
नंगा
had
करके कैसे पानी कुएं में डाल दिया।
made her naked and threw her in the well.
तो इसके बाद क्या हुई, तो उस कथा को सुन करके
Listening to this, the father of Devjani,
शुक्राचार्य
Shukracharya, became so angry.
किसके ऊपर,
To whom? With whom?
शर्मिष्ठा
Angry with Sarmishta.
मारने के लिए ऐसे
You tried to kill my daughter.
तो उन्होंने जाकर के राज्यसभा में जाकर के
So he went to the assembly of the father of the Sarmishta. Shukracharya went to the
हैं, उनके पिता की क्या नाम है, विषपर्वा, विषपर्वा के निकट बहुत
So they went
क्रोधित होकर के
to Bishop Parva, and he was so angry.
यहाँ तक भी कर मैं अभिशाप दे,
Shukracharya was going to curse Vishwaparva.
उस समय
Then at this moment,
विषपर्वा ने
Vishwaparva
राज्य के चरण पकड़ के रोने लगे,
held the feet of Shukracharya,
मत दीजिए।
saying, Gurudev, please don't curse me, Gurudev.
ये दोनों बालिका है, इसके साथ हमारे क्या संबंध है, हम क्या जानते हैं।
These two girls, they are like their relationship. I don't have anything to do with that. They quarreled and they fought, and
प्रभाव से हम क्या,
this thing happened according to the influence of time. What can I do?
सर्विस है, उस समय उनके पिताजी कहने लगे,
So her father told, whose father?
विषपर्वा,
Vishwaparva, the father of
गुरुदेव
Sarmishta, told,
नहीं देंगे,
Gurudev, whatever you decide,
मान लेंगे,
we'll follow.
मत दीजिए।
but just don't curse me.
तब कहने लगे ठीक है मेरे बेटी
Okay, so my daughter,
ऐसे कहेगी ऐसे मैं मानूंगा।
whatever Devajani say, we have to follow. Okay, Devajani, what do you want as a punishment?
ये मेरे घर में क्या रहे
So she said, I want Sarmista to be the
दासी होकर के रहे
servant in my house.
हैं तुम क्यों छोड़ो हैं तो विश्वकर्मा ने कहा
So Bishop Parva said,
जाओ
okay,
शर्मिष्ठा तुम देव जानी के गृह
Sarmista will have to become the
दासी हो
Dasi servant in the house of Devjani.
दासी होकर हैं कहाँ राजकुमारी
Imagine, she was a princess and now she became a
है दासी होकर रहे
servant.
है यहाँ पर भी कथा भी श्रीमद् भागवत में इस कथा को सुखदेव गोस्वामी
So Shukadeva Goswami told the story in the Bhagavatam in a even more beautiful way.
अभी तो जजाति
So
महाराज के साथ
Jajati Maharaj got married to
के साथ
Devjani,
और ये क्या करने लगे शर्मिष्ठा
and Sarmishta was like a maid in her house,
माजना
like brooming and cleaning the floor and like mopping the floor.
के बाहर एक छोटा सा जो है
And she was living in a small hut outside the castle.
किंतु देखो शर्मिष्ठा तो राजकुमारी
Sarmishta was a princess, right?
है देखने में मैंने कहा देखो
So I told she was very pretty, she was gorgeous. So
इसलिए जजाति महाराज
Jajati Maharaj also,
इसके पता नहीं था
he had an affair with Sarmishta,
देव जानी
but Devajani didn't know a thing about it.
शर्मिष्ठा
One day Sarmishta,
जानी के घर में काम
she
करने
was,
आई थी हर रोज आती है एक दिन अपने दो बेटा के लेकर के आए
because Sarmishta, one time she came to the house of Devajani and she brought along her two sons.
जो है बिल्कुल
Then Devajani saw the faces of her son and they were just like Jajati Maharaj's face.
पिता कौन है बताओ
So who is the father of your kids?
तो मेरा पति देव के बांधी है
They're just like my husband's face. Your kids have just like my husband's face.
नहीं पाया अंत
So Sharmista couldn't hide. So
जी
and then she said,
जजाति महाराज जो है छुप करके
actually Jajati Maharaj and me, we have an affair.
दो पुत्र के संतान
And
जन्म
we had these two babies together and they lived in my hut with me.
देव जानी रोते रोते
So Devjani, she was so angry.
राजा जी के पास
And she came to complain
कैसे झूठ है
to her father, Shukracharya. Look at how he's a cheater.
मेरे साथ शादी किया
He's a...
मेरे नौकरानी के साथ
So he got married to me and he had babies with the maid.
इसके अभिशाप दे
I'll curse him.
सुनते ही
Listening to this,
अपने लाडली बेटी की एक बात सुन करके
listening to the pleading of his darling daughter, Shukracharya cursed Jajati.
क्या बोले
You will become
कर्मा हो जाए
impotent. Not impotent, I think translation, premature old age.
तुम्हारे शरीर धीरे धीरे
Premature old age. Yeah, like your body,
होता है ना क्या बोलते हैं जक्षा जक्षा रोग जो
Jaksha Rog.
ये उधर रक्त
Like so much blood, vomiting.
क्या बोले
How do you call this disease?
एक खोल के जो जक्षा रोग जो
Jaksha Rog.
ब्लड
TB?
होता रहता है
When you vomit blood?
कैंसर में वोमिटिंग
TB?
टीबी
Tuberculose?
आ जाए बाश और
Like premature old age. Premature old age, like he... So anyway, become very weak and in disease and cannot do anything.
देखा क्या
So
देव जानी देखा मेरा
when Devajani saw, oh, my father cursed my husband
किसी को कैसे
and
मरने वाला है
he will be like about to die, and so I will become I will become a widow.
फायदा क्या होगा
So then what is the benefit in it?
फिर अपने पिताजी के पास जा
So she told to her father,
पिताजी के पास जाकर
she told her father, Devajani told her father, Father,
अभिशाप दे दिया
you've cursed my husband, he'll die. Then
मेरा अनर्थ हो
it will be even worse for me. Even if I had a husband, but if I become a widow, then will be even worse.
जाएगा जाओ
So father told, Shukracharya told,
इसके जजाति महाराज जी के जो
okay, so this
ये जो रोग जो है
disease of Jajati Maharaj,
बेटा ले ले
he can
हैं
exchange it with one of his sons, for one of his sons' youth.
वो उसके बीमारी उसके पास जाए चले
So this disease will come to his son, one of his sons, and he will become youth.
हैं
Jajati Maharaj.
जजाति महाराज ने
So Jajati Maharaj, he asked,
कितने बेटा थे
he had how many sons? 5 sons, I think, or 4 or 5 sons he had.
उनके बोला
He told them,
किंतु कोई लेने के लिए तैयार नहीं
no one was ready to accept and like to exchange with the father.
गुरु ने
So, but in the end, Puru, one of his kids, accepted. One of his sons, Puru, accepted to exchange. So Puru he took the disease of his father.
प्रसन्न हुए,
Puru was very pleased,
राज्य दे दिया।
and Jajatatin gave the kingdom to Puru.
हैं? चलो इस कथा तो यहीं तक रहे, क्योंकि वो भागवत की दसम स्कंद की कथा है।
Okay, let's stop here because we need to speak about the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam.
आगे क्योंकि वहाँ पर एक श्लोक आता है
Because there's a shloka in there.
जी, क्यों भगवान
Why did Bhagavan
गुरु वंश में क्यों आया?
appear in the dynasty of Kuru?
हैं?
No,
उनके जो बेटा
Kuru.
वो नहीं लिया था, ये कुरु नहीं लिया था। हैं? चलो आगे का वो
कुरु?
कथा अभी समाप्त कर देता हूँ, क्योंकि वो लंबी
I think Gurudeva meant to say maybe Jadu.
अभी हमारी कथा जो आ रहे हैं, जिस कथा
But anyway, there's another story.
श्रीमद् भागवत में महाराज
Because he had 5 sons, so one of the sons, Yadu, he didn't accept, but Puru accepted.
प्रकार हैं, हे महाराज,
So Krishna came in the dynasty of Yadu.
हे महाराज परीक्षित,
So Shukadeva Goswami told,
में महाराज बलि का ऐश्वर्य नष्ट हो गया, इंद्र उनके प्राणों को भी वध कर डाला और शुक्राचार्य ने अपनी संजीवनी विद्या से पुनर्जीवित कर दिया। इसलिए शुक्राचार्य के शिष्य महापुरुष बलि दृढ़
O king, verse 3, chapter 15, 8th canto.
के चरण में
When Bali Maharaj lost all his opulence and died in the fight, Shukracharya, a descendant of Bhrigu Muni, brought him back to life. Because of this, the great soul Bali Maharaj became a disciple of Shukracharya and began to serve him with great faith, offering everything he had.
सेवा करने लगी। हैं? बलि महाराज ने क्या की, सारे संपत्ति को
So Bali Maharaj offered all his wealth to the feet of his guru.
प्रसन्न हो गए।
Gurudev was pleased.
महापराक्रमशाली भृगुवंशीय ब्राह्मण
The,
बलि से
verse 4, the Brahmana descendants of Bhrigu Muni were very pleased with Bali Maharaj,
बलि के मन में स्वर्ग की
who desired to conquer the kingdom of Indra.
फिर अभी बलि के मन में ये भावना हुई,
So Bali desired to somehow,
स्वर्ग के हम प्राप्त कर ले।
I want to attain Swarga, to conquer Swarga.
उन्होंने
Therefore, after purifying him and properly bathing him,
ब्राह्मण के
according to regulative principles, they engaged him in performing the yajna known as
अभिषेक
Vishwajit.
अभिषेक किया और विश्वजीत नामक यज्ञ कराया। इस यज्ञ अग्नि में
When ghee qualified butter was offered in the fire of sacrifice,
उसमें
there appeared from the fire a celestial chariot
चंद्र से ढका
covered with golden silk.
इंद्र के घोड़े के
There also appeared yellow horses like those of Indra and a flag marked with a lion.
हैं? जब यज्ञ करने लगे, ये सब निकले, सब रथ घोड़े
So understand the fire sacrifice, all these things came from the fire sacrifice. God, sorry.
दिव्य धनुष दो अक्ष प्रकट हुए। पितामह प्रहलाद ने बलि को अम्लान अद कोभिनम पुष्प की माला, अनेक पुष्प की माला एवं शुक्राचार्य ने एक शंख प्रदान किया।
Aye.
जब बलि महाराज ने यज्ञ किया,
So when Bali Maharaj performed the fire sacrifice, many things came out from the fire sacrifice.
आदि
Divine jewels manifested from the fire sacrifice. Like which kind of jewels? Tell at least 2 names of things that manifested. A bow,
आसन
an armor, a throne.
समस्त जो है रथ भी आ गए।
All this, even a chariot came and horses came out of the fire sacrifice.
कृपा प्रसाद से राजा बलि की
When Bali Maharaj had thus performed a special ritualistic ceremony advised by the Brahmanas and had received by their grace the equipment for fighting, he circumambulated the Brahmanas and offered them obeisances. He also saluted Prahlad Maharaj and offered obeisances to him.
की और उसके नमस्कार
Then, after getting on the chariot given by Shukracharya,
दादाजी
Bali Maharaj decorated.
की और उसके चरण में नमस्कार किया।
Oh, sorry, this was verse 7. So Prahlad Maharaj was very pleased.
यज्ञ में जो कुछ प्रकट हुए
So whatever came from the fire sacrifice, actually Prahlad Maharaj sent to Bali. Prahlad Maharaj sent.
क्या है?
So
उसी के पुत्र
what is the dynasty? Okay, son of Hiranyakashipu is Prahlad. Son of Prahlad is
विरोचन,
Birochan.
विरोचन के पुत्र
Birochan's son is
बलि
Bali.
हैं? देखो हिरण्यकशिपु कौन थे?
So Hiranyakashipu, he was a demon.
बेटा क्या हो गया?
His son was a
प्रहलाद
devotee Prahlad.
भक्त थे,
Prahlad was a devotee, but his son Virochan was demon.
और विरोचन असुर
Birochan demon and his son was
बलि बलि
Bali Maharaj.
है आज ये दिखा रहा है। ऐसे बात नहीं है तुम भक्त
So it's not that because you're a devotee, your son will also be a devotee. No,
सिर भी बन सकते हैं भक्त
he can also become a devotee or maybe a demon also.
ऐसे भी देखा जो छोटा बालक
We see when they are young,
करते हैं
like small boy, they give so much honor to mother and father. They worship. They do so much. Then the father thinks, mother thinks, my son will be such a great devotee. But after some time, your son becomes a completely atheist, isn't it?
असुर बन जाता
He becomes an atheist after your son later on in his life.
है निश्चित नहीं है
So it's not certain.
हैं? किंतु गुरु के प्रति कृपा रहे तो बनेगा
But if there is the mercy of Guru, then he will become a devotee. Time's up.
समय
No.
इसके बाद बोली भिगु वंश के द्वारा दिए हुए सब दिव्य रथ पर सवार होकर उन्होंने शरीर में कवच बांध लिया
Verse 8-9. Then after getting on the chariot given by Shukracharya, Bali Maharaj decorated with a nice garland.
ये कौन है
Who is the grandfather of Bali Maharaj? Who is the grandfather of Bali Maharaj? Prahlad Maharaj.
उसके बाद
So,
धनुष बाण
decorated with a nice garland, put protective armor on his body, equipped himself with a bow, and took up a sword and a quiver of arrows. When he sat down on the seat of the chariot, his arms decorated with golden bangles and his ears with sapphire earrings, he shone like a worshipable fire.
रथ के ऊपर बैठे हुए इस प्रकार शोभायमान हो रहे थे मानो आहुनीय अग्निकुंडल में अग्नि प्रज्वलित हो रहे हो उन्होंने अपने साथी और
When he assembled with his own soldiers and the demons' chiefs, who were equal to him in strength, opulence, and beauty, they appeared as if they would swallow the sky and burn all directions with their vision.
सेनापति
After thus gathering the demoniac soldiers, Bali Maharaj departed for the opulent capital of Indra. Indeed, he seemed to make the entire surface of the world tremble.
आगे बोली ने बहुत बड़ी असुर सेना को एकत्रित कर युद्ध उन्मुख होकर पृथ्वी के कपाते हुए सुसमृद्धशालिनी इंद्रपुरी के ओर प्रस्थान किया बलि ने
So Bali,
समस्त प्रकार
he
अस्त्र शस्त्र
took all kinds of astras and shastras, like weapons, and he was also with some soldiers, like an army, and he went to proceed to attack Swarga.
अमरावती
Text 12. King Indra's city was full of pleasing orchards and gardens, such as the Nandan garden.
इंद्र के राजधानी के नाम क्या है
So what is the capital of the Indra's
अमरावती
kingdom? It's called Amravati, the capital of Indra's kingdom. Amravati.
नंदन कानन वहाँ पर
King, so there are beautiful forests, gardens.
उद्यान से परिपूर्ण होने के कारण
Because of the weight of the flowers, leaves, and fruits, the branches of the eternally existing trees were bending down.
एवं फलों के गुरुतर भार से झुके हुए थे देखो सर्ग में
See how Swarga is so beautiful.
अनेक प्रकार के जो है फलदान वृक्ष
Many kinds of fruit with many kinds of fruits.
और पुष्प फलों के
Sorry, many kinds of trees with many kinds of fruits. And these trees are decorated by the fruits.
वृक्ष के डाल धरती
And all the fruits,
मन कर रहे हैं
like all the branches of the trees, they are bending down like kissing the earth.
अमरावती के पद्मों से अर्थात कमल सुपर
The gardens of Amravati were visited by pairs of chirping birds and singing bees. The entire atmosphere was celestial.
पक्षियों के भरी हुए थे सभी कलरव कर रहे थे हैं उस वर्णन हो रहा है उसमें देवताओं के
Beautiful women protected by the demigods sported in the gardens, which had lotus ponds full of swans. Who were, so the
देवियां सब जो है
the women
और वह पूरी
protected by demigods, they were sporting in the gardens,
चारों ओर से
which had lotus ponds full of swans, cranes, chakrabakas, and ducks.
बहुत ऊंची चादर वाली
The city was surrounded by trenches full of Ganges water, known as Akash Ganga,
मीत है
and by a high wall, which was the color of fire.
लाल दीवार है
So there was a great wall behind, surrounding this very beautiful place. Upon this wall were parapets for fighting.
घरों के द्वार
The doors were made of solid gold plates, and the gates were of excellent marble. These were linked by various public roads. The entire city had been constructed by Vishwakarma.
द्वारा इस पुरी की रचना हुई। अमरावती नगर नगर के आंगन
Amaravati city was full of courtyards,
अत्यंत समृद्ध
wide roads, assembly houses, not less than 100 million airplanes.
है। आज हम पुष्प विमान स्वर्ग राज्य में उस समय तो ये विमान नहीं
So in Swarga, at that time there was no airplane,
पुष्प
but they had Pushpa Viman.
चाहे मन
Like
गति से
whenever they want,
रहते हैं।
that is like a spaceship would run or like move in the speed of the mind.
जिसे करें स्वर्ग राज्य की वर्णन हो रहे हैं कैसे।
So here is describing how is Swarga.
अमरावती नगरी के आंगन उपमार्ग एवं सभास्थल भी अत्यंत समृद्धशाली है। इसमें
Everlasting, beautiful, new for women.
विमान रहते हैं। कितने
So there was
10
not less than 100 million airplanes.
मणियों के बने
It's like these spaceships, like these airplanes.
और मूंगे से भी बड़ी वेदियां भी है।
The crossroads were made of pearl, and there were sitting places made of diamond and coral.
स्त्रियां तारुण्य एवं
Everlasting, beautiful, and youthful women who were dressed with clean garments glittered in the city like fires with flames. They all possessed the quality of Shyama.
शीतकाल में उष्ण एवं ग्रीष्मकाल में शीतल रहती है। उस गुणों से संपूर्ण वे नरियां वहाँ उस पर शोभायमान होती है जैसे जलाओं से अग्नि। वहाँ पर स्त्रियां भी कैसे सुंदरी होती है।
In the commentary,
सूर्य रमणियों की केसों की झड़े
Ole.
हुए सुगंधित पुष्पमालाओं की सुगंध से लेकर
verse 18, the breezes blowing the streets of the city bore the fragrance of the flowers falling from the hair of the women of the demigods.
देव कन्याएं जो है सुंदर सुंदर सुगंध युक्त पुष्प के माला के द्वारा अपने केस को क्या करती थी संभाल।
So they were ornamenting their hair with beautiful flowers. In the commentary of verse 17, there is a shloka, this is, I'm speaking bracket, there is a shloka defining who is a Shyama. Gurudev always tells this shloka, Gurudev has written this verse in his book.
और अप्सराएं
Many times Gurudev reads, what is the definition of Shyama?
जो रास्ताएं जो
It's here in the commentary of verse 17, those who want to know.
कैसे अब
Defining a Shyama.
चंदन अबुर के द्वारा सदा सर्वदा मानो है सुगंधित होकर रहते हैं। जहाँ पर ये समस्त देव कन्याएं
So all
चलती रहती
when this demigoddesses, these apsaras, they were walking, so
वहाँ स्थान
traveling themselves, everything was becoming so fragrant with a guru,
सुजीत एंड चांदू की भांति शोभावान
and like this perfume was very nice smell.
शोभामान है। मनिया और सोने की ध्वजाएं
The city was shaded by canopies, decorated with pearls, and the domes of the palaces had flags of pearl and gold.
सर्वत्र
The city always resounded with the vibrations of peacocks, pigeons, and bees. And above the city flew airplanes full of beautiful women who constantly chanted auspicious songs that were very pleasing to the ear.
मधुर गान कानों में आनंद
The city was filled with the sounds of mridangas, conch shells, kettle drums, flutes, and well-tuned
छाया रहता है।
stringed or instruments, all playing in concert. There was constant dancing, and the Gandharva sang.
और सभी की
The combined beauty of Indrapuri defeated beauty personified.
हे परीक्षित अमरावती में मृदंग शंख ढोल नगरे स्वर एवं ताल से युक्त बिना आदि वाद्य यंत्र मुरज बंसी मंजीरे ऋषियाँ बजती रहती है। गांधर्व का गान अतिशय मनोहारी होता है जिस पर अप्सरें नृत्य करती रहती है। अमरावती नगरी इतनी
Kova?
दीप्तिमयी है उसमें अपनी
No one who was sinful, envious, violent toward other living entities, cunning, falsely proud, lusty or greedy could enter that city.
सात्विक देवता कौन है? प्रभा देवी।
So
प्रभा देवी की भी
Prabha Devi, who is the presiding deity
रहने वाली इतने सुंदर
of what? She was like that place was so beautiful
पापी
that even the
प्राणी हिंसक अर्थात जीवद्रोही सट घमंडी कामी और लोभी व्यक्तियों का प्रवेश नहीं है.
defeated the beauty personified. It's Prabha Devi. I think Prabha means like effulgence, no? So even she was defeated because Indrapuri was so beautiful. No one who was sinful, envious, violent toward other living entities, cunning, falsely proud, they could not come in that place. The people who lived there were all devoid of these faults. Who lived there were all devoid of these faults. Bali Maharaj was the commander of numberless soldiers.
अमरावती नगरी है ना राजधानी.
So Amravati is the capital of Swarga.
क्या बताया? अमरावती.
Amravati is the capital of Swarga. Very beautiful place.
दिल्ली है ना.
Just like the capital of India is Delhi.
मसनद है. दिल्ली के मसनद कौन किसके?
What is the capital of India? Delhi.
उसी प्रकार
So in the same way,
अमरावती नगरी.
Amravati is the capital of Swarga.
बलि महाराज ने डायरेक्ट
So Bali Maharaj went directly to attack the capital.
है. इंद्रपुरी को घेर लिया और इंद्र के पत्नियों को हृदय में भय उत्पन्न कराते हुए शुक्राचार्य के दिए हुए संघ को उच्च स्वर से बजाया.
So he sounded the conch shell given him by his spiritual master Shukracharya,
ऐसे
thus creating a fearful situation for the women protected by Indra. Everybody became afraid when they heard
और तेज होते
this very powerful conch shell.
हैं. जो ध्वनि होता है बहुत मधुर होता है.
Sound of the conch shell generally are some sound of conch shell are very
तेज कैसे होता है?
sweet, but some conch shell sounds
तीखी होती है.
very hard,
भय उत्पादन.
like they give fear, they fear like frightening.
अब कहाँ से प्रकट हुई? आज कहाँ से सब प्रकट?
Where's the conch today?
इंद्र ने देखा कि बलि बहुत
Seeing Bali Maharaj
आए हैं.
indefatigable,
अपने गुरु बृहस्पति के
like-
पास आए और उसने कहा
like his endeavor, and understanding his motive, King Indra,
अपने सेनाओं के
along with the other demigods,
नगर को
approached his spiritual master Brihaspati and spoke as follows. So Bali Maharaj surrounded Amravati. So
बृहस्पति के पास आए और
Indra came to Brihaspati and he told him,
हे भगवान
My Lord, Hey Bhagavan, oh my Lord,
शत्रु उद्दमो भुवानम बलेरन पूर्वय वैरिनम अभिशावसमेन मन्ने केन आसीत जो सोर्जित है. इस श्लोक को याद करना चाहिए.
we should remember this shloka.
ठीक है.
Shloka 25, we should memorize it. 8th canto, 15th chapter, Shloka 25. This one? I don't know, because Hindi is frozen, so I don't know if Gurudev is talking about the shloka actually or he told another thing.
स्कंद 15 अध्याय
So what is this shloka Gurudev is telling? Please, someone can tell who is there? Because Hindi connection is lost. We don't know what he told. He's telling to memorize 25 shlok, 25th. What's happened with the Hindi connection? Haribol.
है. अष्टम स्कंद 15 अध्याय आएगा. क्या करूंगा? क्या कारण है? बलि के शक्ति साहस बल और तेज इतने
No one anywhere can counteract this military arrangement of bodies. It now appears that Bali is trying to drink up the entire universe with his mouth,
इंद्रियों में
lick up the 10 directions with his tongue,
समर्थ कहां
and raise fire in every direction.
इतना दुष्ट कैसे हो गया? आप ये सब मुझे
Kindly inform me, what is the cause for Bali Maharaj's strength, endeavor, influence, and victory? How has he become so enthusiastic? Brihaspati told now, 28.
शिशोपवृतं भेजो भृगुर्भि ब्रह्मदाभि दिभि. सुखदेव गोस्वामी कहने लगे
Shukadeva Goswami told, Hey Maharaj Parikit,
वचन सुनकर
listening to the words of Indra, Brihaspati told,
तुम्हारे शत्रु के उन्नति
Indra, I know the cause of for your enemies becoming so powerful.
ब्रह्मज्ञ भृगुवंशीय ब्राह्मण ने अपने शिष्य बोली के ऐसा अद्भुत
The Brahmana descendants of Bhrigu Muni, being pleased by Bali Maharaj, their disciple, endowed him with such external power. So one by one they are manifesting, they are appearing.
पहले ये प्रकट हो गया, वो प्रकट हो गया,
First he appeared, then he appeared, then he appeared.
अब वो प्रभु जी प्रकट हो गया।
Now Prabhuji has appeared here.
अच्छा, इस परम शक्तिशाली बलि का न तो तुम और न ही तुम्हारे ऐसे जैसे जित्र में समर्थ हो सकता है। हे भगवान, हरि के अतिरिक्त किसी में भी यह समर्थ नहीं है कि इसे जीत सके, क्योंकि इस समय वह ब्रह्म
Neither you nor your men can conquer the most powerful Bali. Indeed, no one but the Supreme Personality of Godhead can conquer him,
कोई टिक नहीं सकता।
for he is now equipped with the supreme spiritual power, Brahma Tejas. As no one can stand before Jamaraj, no one can now stand before Bali Maharaj.
होता है
Therefore, waiting until the situation of your enemies is reversed, you should all leave this heavenly planet and go elsewhere, where you will not be seen.
पुरी का छोड़ दो और अदृश्य रूप में कहीं छिप जाओ। कौन कहा?
Who told this?
बृहस्पति ने दिया।
Brihaspati gave this advice to Indra.
मैंने पहले
Time is very powerful, like I told.
क्या था?
What was the cause?
गुरु तो नहीं कहा जब मैं तुम मेरे चरण अपराध से
So,
तू कह रहे हैं
Brihaspati is not telling, oh, because you made offense to me. But the Guru is saying, because of the influence of time. But the Guru knows
चरण अपराध
why the devotee falls down.
कहेंगे।
Because he committed offense in my feet. But the Guru will not tell, oh, you offended my feet, so that's why you fall down.
बृहस्पति ने क्या घुमा करके कहा?
So Brihaspati is reversing the situation and saying, oh, by the influence of time, this happened.
के प्रभाव से ये असुर लोग ऐसे तेज को प्राप्त कर लिया, शक्ति को प्राप्त कर लिया, और तुम्हारे जो है तेज निस्तेज हो गया।
And because of this, the demons are so powerful and you are so weak. So do one thing,
तुम लोग ये स्वर्ग राज्य को छोड़ करके चले
give up Swarga and go away and hide somewhere.
और समय आने पर
When time will come,
फिर तुम लोग अपने प्राप्त धन को प्राप्त कर लोगे।
then you attain your wealth back.
आज समझिए, बृहस्पति के तत्व के ज्ञाता थे, तब उन्होंने उचित कर्तव्य के विषय में
32. The demigods, being thus advised by Brihaspati for their benefit, immediately accepted his words. Assuming forms according to their desire, they left the heavenly kingdom and scattered without being observed by the demons.
देवता के अदृश्य हो जाने के बाद विरोध
33. When the demigods had disappeared, Bali Maharaj, the son of Virochan, entered the heavenly kingdom, and from there he brought the 3 worlds under his control. So he didn't even need to fight.
बस
Ganhou de WO.
मैदान में फुटबॉल मैदान में ही बस
So there was not even a football match.
कोई है ही नहीं तो क्या करे हैं?
The opponent didn't even show up for the fight.
जीतकर अपने अधीन कर लिया।
So Bali Maharaj, he brought the 3 worlds under his control. Swarga, Marta and Patal.
घोड़ों को जीतकर अपने अधीन कर लिया। जब बलि महाराज ने तीनों लोग ही जीत लिए हैं, तब शिष्य वत्सल भृगुवंशी ब्राह्मण ने
The Brahmana descendants of Brigu,
शिष्यों के द्वारा
being very pleased with their disciple who had conquered the entire universe, now engaged him in performing 100 Ashwamedha sacrifices.
हैं, पहले अश्वमेध यज्ञ होता था,
Before they used to do this Ashwamedha sacrifice.
अश्वमेध यज्ञ नहीं।
But in Kali Yuga, you cannot do Ashwamedha Jagya.
फलपुत्रिकम देवरेण सुतत्पुत्ति सन्नासम कलु पंच विवर्जेत। हैं? कली काल में जो है 5 चीज
In Kali Yuga, 5 things are prohibited.
क्या क्या?
What are the 5 things?
अश्वमेध यज्ञ के माना कर अश्वमेध
Ashwamedha Jagya,
गोवध
kill cows.
है, पहले लोग गाय को जो
Before, people used to
है,
offer the cows in sacrifice.
किंतु उसके क्या करते फिर पुनः
But then they used to
अश्वमेधम गबालम
make the cow come back to life.
पितुरादि की शादी में
Also, it's prohibited to offer
क्या
flesh in the Shraddha ceremony of the forefathers.
उस समय मांस आदि जो है उपहार देते थे, किंतु कलि युग में से माना
In Kali Yuga, this is prohibited.
देवरेण सुदोत्पत्ति है, देवरों के द्वारा पुत्र उत्पादन है,
Also, to have a babies with your brother-in-law.
कर्म संन्यास,
And also, karma sannyas is prohibited
5 चीज
in Kali Yuga.
याद रखना चाहिए।
Do you remember? You should remember this.
भाई
Otherwise, people say,
लिखा है,
oh, you know, Shastri is saying that
मान लो कहेंगे नहीं
the Muslims will say, oh, like they kill cows.
कलि युग में नहीं,
And your Shastra also explains about cleaning the cows. Oh, but this was not in Kali Yuga, it was in other yugas, like Sata Yuga, other yugas. But in Kali Yuga,
समेत गवालम
these 5 things are prohibited.
है सन्नासम देव रेनो सुदत्पत्ति कलु पंच विवर्जित समझ में आया?
Do you understand?
तो इसलिए कलियुग में ये सब नहीं। अच्छा चलो इसलिए कह रहे हैं अश्वमेध यज्ञ। तो बलि महाराज विचार करने लगे
So Bali Maharaj thought,
क्या करूं? 100 जो है अश्वमेध
I will perform 100 Ashwamedha sacrifices.
शिष्य वत्सल भृगुवंशी ब्राह्मण ने
The Brahmanas, descendant of Brigu, being very pleased with their disciple, who had conquered the entire universe, now engaged him in performing 100 Ashwamedha sacrifices.
इसके बाद इस यज्ञ के
When Bali Maharaj performed these sacrifices, he gained a great reputation in all directions throughout the 3 worlds.
उनकी कीर्ति चारी दिशा
So he became famous in all the worlds.
वे नक्षत्र
Thus he shone in his position like the brilliant moon in the sky.
हैं। बलि महाराज भी प्रसन्न हुए ये 100 यज्ञ मैं कर लेता हूँ है 100 यज्ञ करने से उनके
So by performing the 100 Ashwamedha sacrifices,
बिल्कुल स्थायी हो जाएगा
he will be completely established in the kingdom of Swarga. He will never be able to
स्वर्ग के राजा बने
to lose the kingdom of Swarga. He will be really established in this position as the king of Swarga.
किया कि
So Bali Maharaj, he started the fire sacrifice.
उनके अनुग्रह से महामना बोली
Because of the favor of the Brahmanas, the great soul, Bali Maharaj, thinking himself very satisfied, became very opulent and prosperous and began to enjoy the kingdom.
हम संतुष्ट होकर अपने बड़ा कृतकृत मानने लगे है आसन यज्ञ आदि करने लगे मानो यज्ञ प्राय हो ही गया एक जगह तो रह गया था
So he started the fire sacrifice, but the last one was
मंदिर के आविर्भाव से
for the appearance of Vamanadev.
99 जो यज्ञ हो ही गया
So he already had performed 99 fire sacrifices.
यहाँ पर सुखदेव गोस्वामी ने कहा ये महाराज
So Shukadeva Goswami told him, Maharaj Parikshit,
इस प्रकार जब इंद्र आदि देवता
16.
जाकर
O king, when Aditi's son,
चित्त से
the demigods, had thus disappeared from heaven and the demons had occupied their places, Aditi began lamenting as if she had no protector.
बिलखते हुए रोते हुए मानो अनाथ हो गई। अच्छा बहुत दिनों के बाद परम
After many days, the great powerful sage Kashyap Muni arose from a trance of meditation and returned home to see the ashram of Aditi neither jubilant nor festive.
और कश्यप जी के आसन इसके बाद जब कश्यप जी कुरु हे कुलकुरु कुशिरोमणि
O best of the Kurus, chapter 16, verse 3. When Kashyap Muni had been properly received and welcomed, he took his seat and then spoke as follows to his wife Aditi, who was very morose.
अदिति से प्रश्न करने लगे हैं? हे भद्रे
O most gentle one, I wonder whether anything inauspicious
नहीं हो गया
has now taken place in regard to religious principles. The Brahmanas are the people in general who are subject to the whims of death.
हे गृह में
O my wife,
दिनी
who are very much attached to household life,
गृहस्थ आश्रम में तो
if the principles of religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses are properly followed in household life, one's activities are as good as those of a transcendentalist.
को सेवा
I wonder whether there have been any discrepancies in following these principles.
से पालन करने से
So if you follow properly the Grihastha ashram,
तीन वस्तु प्राप्त हो
you attain 3 things:
काम
Dharma, Artha, and Kama.
कहा जाता है क्या
This is called Trivarga.
है प्राप्त हो जाता है
You'll attain this.
तो आज
I wonder whether because... So why you're so upset?
कहीं ऐसा नहीं तो क्या
I wonder whether because of being too attached to the members of your family, you failed to properly
घर में आया
receive uninvited guests who therefore were not welcomed and went away.
सत्कार पाए बिना ही लूट गया है? लोग संसार में दुखित कब हो जाता है
So when people become upset in this world,
यदि को, जिस सत्कार नहीं किया
if they do not welcome their guests, they become upset.
देव भव
Because Shastra explains the guest is like a Bhagavan.
अतिथि क्या है
So a guest is like
भगवत स्वरूप है
Bhagavan.
वेदों में लिखा गया
Shastra explains the mother is like God, father is like God,
आचार्य देवो भव
Acharya is like
देवो भव,
God, and the guest is like God.
गुरु है। पहले मेरा गुरु कौन होता
Sorry, Deva in this translated wrong. Deva doesn't mean like God, means like Guru. So the mother is like a Guru, father is like a Guru, Acharya is the Guru,
है? उंगली पकड़ करके
Deva meant Guru. So mother is like first Guru because mother taught you how to walk. So Matra Deva Bhavo, mother is your Guru.
सहायता करते हैं, उसके पितृ देवो भव।
Then second Guru is the father.
तीसरी गुरु कौन है?
Third Guru is
आचार्य देवो भव, जिन्होंने संस्कार
Acharya Deva Bhavo. The third Guru, that one who gave you the samskaras, he is the Guru.
और इसके पश्चात का क्या होता है? अतिथि देवो भव।
Then Atiti Deva Bhavo.
अतिथि जो है
The guest is like
जो आते हैं घर में,
Deva.
उसके भगवत स्वरूप मनना
You
चाहिए।
should understand the guest is like Bhagavat Swarupa.
क्या अर्थ है? और
What is the meaning of Atiti?
जो तिथि में नहीं आते हैं,
Those who don't come in Atiti, means they come uninvited.
अतिथि का दे।
Atiti, a guest. A guest will not come telling that he came, that he will come. Oh, today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll go on that day or that day.
दिन में कौन-कौन तिथि में यात्रा करना है,
Because Shastra explains which day you should travel or not.
दिखा गया।
How to travel, the Shastra explains.
आज समझ में
There are some rules.
अपने जन्म नक्षत्र तिथि पर
You should never travel on your Janma Nakshatra Titi. What did I say?
आपके जन्म
On your Janma Nakshatra,
जन्मदिन और
on your birthday, and also in the Nakshatra of your birthday. You should never travel on that day.
जन्मदिन होता है ना,
No, birthday?
है? यदि आपके जन्मदिन क्या है,
So, when is your birthday?
पता नहीं है।
You don't know when is your birthday.
रविवार,
It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You don't know when is your birthday. It's your Ravibar, he said. I mean,
करना नहीं चाहिए।
so you should not travel
और मार्ग में इस
on the day of the week that you were born.
भक्ति मार्ग में नहीं है,
So this is in Karma Marga, not Bhakti Marga. Are you following Karma Marga or Bhakti Marga?
ऐसे कहा गया
The karmis, they do like this.
है। ये जन्म तिथि पर और नक्षत्र पर,
So in the Janma Titi,
उस नक्षत्र में
so like the day of the week where you were born, I think.
जन्म बार और जन्म तिथि पर
So, and also in the nakshatra of your birth, you should not
है। इसलिए कृष्ण
travel.
की
So that's why Krishna,
की ऐसे लीला है,
Bhagavan, his pastimes,
जन्म नक्षत्र तिथि पर
on his Janma Nakshatra Titi, he also does not go for cow grazing, Krishna.
बलदेव प्रभु की ऐसी है।
Baladev Prabhu also.
इस समय ब्रह्म विमोहन लीला हुई
Like when Brahma Vimohan Leela took place, Baladev Prabhu was not there that day
है, जन्म नक्षत्र
because it was the Janma Nakshatra Titi of Baladev Prabhu,
ये विचार दिखा दे, है कि नहीं?
isn't it?
इसलिए कहते हैं बलदेव प्रभु क्यों नहीं आया?
So why Baladev was not there that day?
ब्रह्म विमोहन लीला हुई।
The time that took place, the Brahma Vimohan Leela, the day that Brahma, he stole the sakas and the calves of Krishna. On that day, Baladev Prabhu was not together
बलदेव प्रभु के जन्म
because it was the Janma Nakshatra
नक्षत्र तिथि जो है कृष्ण
of Baladeva. And when it's Janma Nakshatra, Krishna doesn't go and Baladeva goes. So Shastra explains. Do you understand?
और दिन में भी लिखा है, वो क्या बोले कौन कौन दिन यात्रा करना है, कौन
So also which days you can go or cannot go.
अमावस्या पूर्णिमा में यात्रा करना नहीं चाहिए।
So Amavasya and Purnima you should not travel. New moon and full moon.
हाँ समझे, ये समझता लिखा है।
All this is written.
मैं कभी कभी बताते रहता हूँ, चलो
Sometimes I say, so if somebody could ask exactly what is Janma Nakshatra
इसलिए कह रहे हैं
Titi, or somebody who can explain, I don't know proper translation of how to explain in English days, which days are these.
को जीत लेते हैं। त्रिवर्ग
Those who know can explain, or maybe ask Gurudeva please and tell us.
कहने लगे,
So
अदिति आप बताओ
Kashyap told, hey Aditi, tell
ऐसे
me,
मलिन क्यों हो गया?
why are you so upset?
क्या कुटुंब भरण पोषण में अत्यधिक आसक्ति हो गई, अथवा घर में आए हुआ
Maybe
को तुम्हारे
a guest came to your house and you didn't
प्यार पाए बिना ही लौटा दिया,
welcome him properly. So Atiti came to your house and you didn't welcome him properly.
इसलिए तुम्हारे मन मलिन हो।
That's why you're upset.
जिस घर में अतिथि कुछ न रहने पर अंततः जल से भी सत्कार प्राप्त किए बिना लौट जाए,
Homes from which guests go away without having been received, even with an offering of a little water, are like those holes in the field which are the homes of jackals.
चिता सलिले ओपी यदि निश्चन्ति ते तु नंग फरुराज गृहो उपमा इस श्लोक को याद करना।
You should memorize this verse.
में अतिथि आ जाए, अतिथि के यदि कम से कम कुछ दान नहीं दिया,
So if you don't give anything to the guests, not even water,
वो गृह क्या होता है?
that house is like the
हैं? सियार का निवास
homes
बन जाता
of jackals,
है, अर्थात अपवित्र।
means impure.
इसमें देखना पड़ेगा। फेरू
You should see this.
गृह उपमा,
Feru Raja Griha Upama.
फेरू राज लिखा है।
Feru Raja.
हे सती, हे तुम्हारे, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि
O chaste and auspicious woman, when I left home for other places, were you in so much anxiety that you did not offer oblations to ghee,
अग्नि में
of ghee into the fire?
है नित्य प्रथा क्या करना
Because every day we should
अग्नि में
offer
आहुति होनी चाहिए, है? जब
ghee to the fire sacrifice.
में आहुति नहीं डाले,
So maybe she didn't do fire sacrifice.
पूर्णाहुति जब तक नहीं हुई,
So if the Purnahati doesn't take place, you should continue
पूर्णाहुति
giving the Ahuti like the offering.
आहुति नहीं होता
After Purnahati, then you don't do Ahuti like offering to the fire anymore.
ना।
Oblations of ghee. So after the Purnahati, the fire becomes still.
रुद्र में हाँ आरती करते
Okay, do Arati.
क्या करते हैं?
So after the Purnahati, you like finish, like
करे भूत आ गया,
that day we did fire sacrifice, the
महाप्रसाद
ghost came and
सब मंत्र जप कर लिया,
we chanted all the mantras, then after, in the end you give Mahaprasad to the booth, the ghost will go away.
मुझे छोड़ दो, फिर बोले जाओगे कैसे, जाने नहीं देंगे। फिर महाप्रसाद दिया तुलसी, और
So but after we give the Mahaprasad Tulasi, then,
वो भी बोले मेरा मुख जल रहा है, प्रसाद नहीं लेना चाहते,
but he said, oh, I don't want to take Mahaprasad. We said, take Mahaprasad.
प्रसाद लिया वो
He took Mahaprasad and then he left.
चलो आगे। पंचाग्र कृपा सिंधु दैवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Is Gurudev really talking about a ghost? Which fire sacrifice? Who was there? Could they tell us this story, please?
मैं जा रही हूँ, हैं? निष्का मंत्र देकर के करने लगे, बोले मुझे छोड़ दो, फिर बोले जाओगे कैसे, जा